There's a truth about life that most of us learn too late. What breaks us isn't the storm outside, it's the storm we carry within. We all face moments when life feels unfair, when the plans we made fall apart, when effort goes unnoticed, when people we trusted walk away. But the real test isn't what happens to us. It's who we become in the middle of it. There was once a young woman named Maya. She lived in a small apartment, juggling work, school, and bills that never seemed to end. One evening, after a long day, she sat at her kitchen table, eyes tired, hands trembling, and whispered, "I'm so tired of being strong." She wasn't broken. She was just exhausted. The kind of tired that comes not from running too far, but from carrying too much for too long. That night, she called her father, and instead of giving her advice, he asked her to walk to the kitchen. "Boil some water," he said, "and bring 3 things, a carrot, an egg, and some tea leaves." As the water began to boil, he asked, "What happens to each one of them in boiling water?" She watched quietly. The carrot, once hard and firm, became soft and weak. The egg, fragile before, turned hard inside, and the tea leaves. They didn't just change themselves, they changed the water. Her father said, "Maya, life's challenges are like this boiling water. The heat is the same, but people respond differently. Some become weak like the carrot. Some become hard like the egg. But a few, a rare few, become like tea. They use the heat to bring out their best." That night, Maya didn't say much. But the next morning, something shifted. Her problems didn't vanish. Rent was still due. Work was still long. But her perspective changed. She stopped asking, "Why me?" and started asking, "What can this teach me?" She learned to pause before reacting, to breathe before breaking, and to find a reason, any reason, to keep going, even when everything screamed, "Give up." Because strength isn't loud, it's often quiet. It looks like showing up again when no one notices. It sounds like whispering, "Not today, failure. Not today." And maybe you've been there too. When life felt like it was boiling you alive, when everything you cared about seemed to fall apart, one piece at a time. But listen closely. The boiling doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. When you go through fire, you don't come out empty. You come out clearer, stronger, and sometimes softer, but wiser. Maybe life isn't testing your strength. Maybe it's teaching you what kind of person you really are. The old man smiled as Maya lifted her cup of tea. He said, "Remember, the carrot, the egg, and the tea all faced the same water, but only the tea changed the water itself. Don't let your struggles just harden or weaken you. Let them transform you. Let them flavor the world around you." And maybe that's the lesson for all of us. When life turns up the heat, don't just survive it. Use it. Let it shape you into someone who turns pain into peace, pressure into perspective, and chaos into calm. Every person you admire has been through the fire. They've faced rejection, heartbreak, failure, just like you. But they didn't let those moments define them. They let those moments refine them. The strongest people aren't the ones who never fell. They're the ones who kept walking with scars that glowed instead of bled. They learned that pain isn't a punishment, it's a professor, one that teaches through pressure and graduates you through grace. Months later, Maya got the internship she thought she'd lost. Not because her problems disappeared, but because she stopped running from them. She walked through them, one small step at a time. And that's all courage really is, walking while afraid. So when life turns up the heat, when things feel unfair or unbearable, remember this simple truth. You are not what happens to you. You are how you choose to respond. Be the tea, change the water, and let the world taste the strength you've brewed inside. Sometimes life doesn't give us comfort. It gives us character. It doesn't promise fairness. It offers faith. And it doesn't hand us peace. It teaches us to make peace within ourselves. Because strength isn't born from easy days. It's born from moments that hurt, confuse, and stretch us. Moments that teach us to bend without breaking. So tonight, when you sit with your own thoughts, ask yourself gently, what am I becoming because of this? And if your world feels like it's boiling right now, don't fear the water. Let it bring out your flavor. Let it turn you into something new. Because you were never meant to melt. You were meant to transform.